𝗡𝗢𝗃𝗍 Resort. I'm Noelle Randall, and in this episode, I'm going to give you the full details on this property that I got in late of 2019 and sold in May of 2023. I'm going to go through this entire property and tell you how much I paid for it, how much I made with it, and eventually how much I sold it for. But I'm going to give you all of the in-between on how I use this property for Airbnb, how I make tons of money with it as a short-term rental, and how I cashed out at the peak of the market. I'm going to share all of the details with you from beginning, middle, and end. Let's go.
Let me introduce you to 𝗡𝗢𝗃𝗍𝗹𝗃. This is a property that I got in late 2019 outside of Orlando, Florida in Kissimmee. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhouse, and it has an HOA. So it has a condo fee and it has a beautiful resort, which I will show you videos of in just a second. I got this property for $195,000 is what I paid for this property and did a down payment. So we have a mortgage on this property, and the mortgage was only $1,245, and that included the taxes and the insurance. So one of the things that I made sure to do is that I got this property fully furnished and I took the future bookings. Because this person was already selling a property that was being used on short-term rental sites like Airbnb, Vacation Rental by Owner, Booking.com, Expedia, and other short-term rental sites, I was able to buy the property and get those bookings with me. Those bookings transferred when I bought the property. So I had a property that was making money as soon as I bought it. Additionally, because the property was already fully furnished, I didn't have to do anything to it. Now, in this video, I'm gonna share with you some of the renovations and the rehab that we did on this property, but in many cases, I was able to do this property as it was making profits. I absolutely love doing renovations on a property that's already making money because I'm able to just take my profits and put them directly back into the property, and I know I'm gonna get that money out when I go to sell it. So like I said, I got this property in 2019 and we immediately had bookings. As soon as I closed on the property, we had a 2-month booking with some people from the country of Canada that were paying $2,500 per month. It was a nice, easy thing for me to do to be able to take over this property and just have a long-term stay. That was a great booking for me, and again, it was $5,000 for 2 months, and I was able to just have the property and sit back and relax. Once those first long-term, short-term rental guests left, I was then able to do some renovations with profits that I had already made. Like I said, the mortgage on this property was less than $1,250, so me getting $2,500 per month for 2 months in a row was amazingly profitable for me, and I was able to immediately start switching out some of the furniture that I wanted to upgrade. You will notice in this room that we have different furniture in here, and now we have this nice set. I'll explain in this video a little bit later all of what we did to this room, but you can see very easy renovations where we didn't have to tear down any walls, we didn't have to repaint, we just needed to put in new furniture. After a year of having this property, one of the next things that we wanted to upgrade was the light fixtures. We noticed that a lot of the light fixtures had just been a little bit dated because these were the same light fixtures that came with the property when it was first built. So upgrading the lighting was really easy. I actually had a great time going to Home Depot using my Home Depot business credit card. Then I just had to find an electrician to install the new light fixture. Another great renovation that we did to this property was switching out a lot of the drapery. You notice that this window here, this large door window that goes out to the patio, used to have this color for the curtains, but we upgraded and put these. And we also added a board so that if anyone pulled on the curtains, it would not make a hole in the wall. Doing this one thing with adding this wood here really increases the value because this will make the drapes last a lot longer, and it makes it more difficult for the drapes to get pulled down. One of the things that you always want to be cognizant of with your short-term rental is that you put high quality things and know that people are going to use them quite a bit. They're going to be opening and closing the drapes. So make sure that they are secured very well onto the wall. And one of the things that we like doing is putting a piece of board and then securing the drapery and the hardware to that board, not directly into the sheetrock. Another great upgrade that we did is we changed all of the TVs in this property to smart TVs. This was very inexpensive. Most of the TVs cost less than $200, and we got all of these TVs at Walmart. I did not spend a lot of money because people do not care about the name brand of a television in a short-term rental, but they do want a smart TV. Having a great smart TV will really increase the ratings that you will get on your property. People want to come in and have those apps already programmed. Apps like Netflix, HBO Max, YouTube, Roku, and other different apps that people can easily get into and watch their favorite shows and TV and movies. Most people will not spend a lot of time at their short-term vacation rental on the television, but it is important that every room have a television in it. You will notice every single room in this 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhome has a smart TV in it, and all of the smart TVs are programmed with our favorite apps. The TV in the living room, for example, we even repainted this wall. You'll notice it was painted this one color, and now we made it this beautiful blue to bring out some of those beachy colors and the vacation feel of this rental property. People absolutely love when you have a nice accent wall, and this accent wall with this television is an amazing touch that really did not cost very much and upgraded the whole look of the space. In these bedrooms, we did not do very much. Again, we always upgrade the pillows and the sheets. We did not have to buy any new beds. All of the bedding that you see in these rooms, the mattress, the king bed, the queen bed, and even the bunk bed, this is exactly how the property came. We just upgraded the pillows and the blankets on the beds, and we always keep extra sheets so that in case any of the sheets are damaged or they get dirty, we can easily replace them and make them look all good and new. People absolutely love coming to somewhere that is clean, comfortable, and safe. But again, clean. People love a great clean place. That's why we like using white sheets, because we can use bleach and sanitize those sheets for people so they feel like they're at a hotel, just like the Hilton or the Waldorf Astoria. The carpeting. We completely recarpeted this entire place. You will notice that the carpets in here were very good. They actually had no issues. However, it is important for you to invest in your investment. When you have a short-term rental property, you want to easily and inexpensively upgrade that property so that when you go to sell it in 2 to 5 years, you make a profit, just like Noelle did. Like I said, in May of 2023, I sold this townhouse, and we actually sold it to someone that kept us on as the property manager. That's why I'm able to still film in here. We were able to sell it for $332,000, and it had an offer in less than 2 days. Yes, we had multiple offers, and we accepted an offer within 2 days of listing it. We listed it for $339,000, but we accepted an offer for $332,000. Now, I definitely could have gotten $335 or even the $339 that I was asking, but this was a well-qualified buyer who agreed to keep us on as the property manager, so I knew I would keep making money off of this property, and that's why I did it. You will see here that I got a check in my hand for nearly $135,000, but I also was the broker on this one, so I got another $10,000 in commissions. This was an amazing thing for me to do because I was able to not only show profit for myself, but as an owner, I'm able to write off those commissions that I paid to New Realty, which is my brokerage company, my real estate brokerage. You will see right here on these checks, this was an amazing investment. The fact that I was able to put new carpeting and do just some minor renovations and walk away with $135,000 in my pocket, plus another $10,000 in commissions, and only have the property less than 3 years. Like I said, I got the property in late 2019 and we sold it in May of 2023. It was a little over 3 years that I owned this property and was able to make almost $150,000. Not to mention, we were able to keep this property booked almost every single night during the time that we had it. This property, as you will see, is really close to all of the major Disney attractions, especially Disney World. We are in fact less than a 10-minute drive from Disney World because we are right down the street in Kissimmee, Florida. This property also has an amazing resort. Here are some pictures of the pool, the basketball court, the tiki bar, the clubhouse, and all of the amazing amenities that this property and this resort has to offer. Guests were able to come here and spend an amazing vacation, whether they went to the amusement parks like Disney World and Universal Studios, or whether they did not and they chose to just stay here at the property, chill out by the hot tub, or even go over to the resort and enjoy that year-round heated pool with the tiki bar and all of the games and amenities that are over at that clubhouse, including mini golf. I absolutely love that. I want to tell you about all of the renovations that I did to this property, starting with the kitchen. Obviously, the kitchen didn't need much. You can see from the beginning photos, look at some photos here of how we got it. The appliances were already up to date with stainless steel appliances. We already had granite countertops. We also had pretty new cabinetry with the hardware on it. But I want to take you into this kitchen because this is short-term rental heaven. Kitchens are why most people want to come to a short-term rental, an Airbnb or a vacation rental home, because they can go to the grocery store, they can go shopping, they can cook, they can save money. They don't have to go out to restaurants every single day. So I love this kitchen, and we actually didn't do much. In the 2.5–3 years that we owned it, you'll notice that we did new lights here. We replaced that old looking light, that square rectangular one, with this nice updated one. And then we put these nice bar lights right here. This was an amazing addition. It wasn't very expensive. You'll see that we got these from Home Depot. Both of these lighting fixtures are from Home Depot. And it really just jazzes up the room. It is almost like it was a cosmetic renovation. It didn't have to be done. The lights worked fine in here, but it upgrades the room and it makes it look so much nicer. Again, another thing about the kitchen that's so important is that it is clean. Obviously, people want to cook and come into a nice, clean place. The refrigerator cannot have any items in it. The cabinets have to be well stocked. Let me give you a quick example. The cabinet should have plates and cups and glasses and coffee mugs, everything that a person would need for their stay. Another amazing thing that we always do is we let them know what it costs if they break something. Yes, people will break dishes. That absolutely happens all the time, but we make sure that we put up there how much it costs for every glass so that people know exactly what they're going to be charged if they break something. Now again, it doesn't happen all the time, but people want to know. Another great thing that you want to have in your kitchen, make sure your kitchen is fully stocked with pots and pans and baking ware. People want to cook. As I mentioned before, that is the reason why they come to a short-term rental, is so that they can cook. They want to be able to go to the grocery store and buy items and put them in the refrigerator, and they also want to be able to cook breakfast, lunch, or dinner, so they're not eating out at restaurants all the time. Yes, it's their vacation and they're going to want to go to restaurants and have a great time, but they want to save money and cook and have a great time spending their day at the Airbnb, at the short-term vacation rental. It is amazing, and your kitchen just has to be up to par. And again, to upgrade the kitchen, it doesn't cost very much. We just changed out some lighting. Now let's talk about the amazing dining room area. Every great Airbnb, every great short-term rental needs a place for people to sit and eat. Like I said, of course they want the kitchen, but they want somewhere that they can sit and have a nice breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And it needs to be able to seat everyone that the home has. So if you have a 3-bedroom like this one that sleeps 10 people, you want to make sure that you have a nice dining room area that could sit everyone. Make sure the area is clean, make sure it has enough plates. I love putting like this nice decor up here where there's a nice setting so that people feel and know exactly what they're supposed to do in this space, and it looks beautiful in case they don't use it. I also love that we have the bar stool area, we have chairs, just some bar stools for people to be able to sit at and have a little breakfast. That's always a nice touch, as well as having some snacks, some water, and things like that for people to come in and enjoy. That is an amazing touch that will help you get 5-star reviews, and absolutely what we love to do with our townhouses, our condos, or any of our short-term rental properties. Another great room that you want to make sure that you have is a laundry room. There should be a washer and dryer inside of your unit if possible. People love having short-term rentals that have a washer and dryer so that they can wash their clothes. If something spills, they can wash it. If they get something on the sheets, anything, they have a washer and dryer. And we always leave just a couple of pods so that they have some washing detergent, some laundry detergent, and a dryer sheet maybe. You don't want to have to leave a whole bunch of these things in the property, but having just some laundry pods and some dryer sheets, just a couple to get them started, is a perfect touch and one of the great reasons why people love short-term rental properties. So of course here we have the living room, and the living room is the center of this property, but it's the center of all of your short-term rental properties. People want to come to an Airbnb, a vacation rental, a short-term rental, whatever you want to call it. They want to come to these places because they want to be able to spread out. In a hotel, they have just a small amount of space, but at these wonderful Airbnb properties, we have living room, we have lots of seating, we have a smart TV. You can really relax and be comfortable inside of the short-term rental, and it's an amazing space. So one of the things that we did here is we upgraded the couches that were in here. You'll see from the original pictures, these were the couches that were in here. They were fine, but we bought the property with them. We were easily able to upgrade this space using furniture from City Furniture, Rooms to Go, Bob's Discount Furniture, Badcock, place that has quality furniture at a great price. So one of the things that you want to make sure that you're doing is having great quality furniture that can go and last as people are coming in and out. You don't want to go too cheap with stuff like maybe from IKEA or Walmart, but you don't want to get really high-end stuff like 𝗏𝗡𝗎, you know, or Macy's, because they're just so expensive and these will be used quite a bit. So just quality furniture at a great price. You can use a whole package like we did here at City Furniture. They sold this entire package. We actually didn't use one of the tables. It came with 3 tables, but this space only allowed for 2 tables, so that's what we did. And we used the other table in another property, or we probably sold it. Not actually even sure what we did with that other table, but maybe we even just kept it in case one of these tables got broken. We had a spare table. But again, don't put too much furniture in the room for the space. So for example, this was the perfect amount of seating for this space. You see this is a nice sectional here. It's a beautiful gray color. We also matched the carpet to it. Just this area rug on top of the tiles was actually enough for this room. You know, it needed a carpet and it needed to match the furniture. That's one of the important things to do. You'll also see for the ceiling fan, we added the lighting fixture. This property, when we got it, you notice the ceiling fan does not have a lighting fixture. We just added the lighting package to the ceiling fan. It was less than $70 to do this, and it added lighting in the room, and it brightened the room all the way up with that ceiling fan having a nice lighting to it. Additionally, we switched out the television in this room. You will notice that the first TV that was in here was not a smart TV, but now we added a nice smart TV to this room. We added our Netflix account to it. We added our YouTube, our HBO Max, so that when people come into town, those apps are already loaded into the television and people can just start watching the TV right straight away. Additionally, we make sure that we leave it at a comfortable setting when people come in here. You'll notice right next to the television, there is a thermostat. Above this thermostat, you will notice that we put some directions. We put a little decor here that explains what temperature it should be at, and making sure that people don't put it below that or above that, so that it is a nice warm temperature in here. It's cool. You know, this is Florida, Orlando, right near Disney, but at the same time, we want to make sure that they don't put it too low so that it is not to mess up the system. And we put nice signage there with, of course, our logo. So of course we have this beautiful covered screen patio, which is a great amenity for this townhouse. It made it so valuable. So many people love staying here, and it really was because we have this hot tub. This hot tub runs year round. People will get in here summer, winter, spring, they do not care. This hot tub is amazing. We leave it running. We get it cleaned every single week. It is so fun to be on vacation, have your glass of wine or something cool to drink, nice drink, and get into this beautiful hot tub. There's also great seating area. People want to have a nice cookout. Of course, we have the grill there. We have 2 different types of grill. We have a propane grill, and then we also have a charcoal grill. We have 2 different options. Then we have this beautiful setting here, and it has the umbrella. Looks beautiful when opened up, and it's so comfortable to sit here. And then there's other lounging spaces that makes this space incredible, okay? This space is incredible because you could just chill out here and relax. And again, because it's covered by the screen, it is so amazing, and it's a lot cooler out here than you would think. And then if you want to be out here at night, you can turn on the lights. You see these beautiful lights and the beautiful ceiling. You can turn those on and make this a beautiful nighttime oasis. Very romantic if you're doing this as a couple, but again, our guests, families, couples, retreat type people, everyone absolutely loves this property, and they love this patio. It's screened in, and it is amazing. So this is the master bedroom. This is the room that everyone cares about. So obviously when you are going on a vacation, or if you're working a project and you are staying in an Airbnb, a short-term rental, whatever you want to call it, you care about the master bedroom. And so we got this master bedroom just as is. We actually made very little changes. Of course, we have updated the pillows and the sheets, but the mattress and the bed frame, this is how it came. You'll see the before and after pictures are very much the same for this room because there was just very little that we needed to do. And we had this property nearly 3 years. And again, all we had to change was sheets and pillows. We were able to keep the same mattress. It's in great condition. The bed is in great condition. You see all of the furniture in here is in great condition. And so we just absolutely love this room. People gave us great reviews. So there just wasn't very much that needed to be changed in this bedroom. We did, of course, update the curtains. So you'll notice that we did update the curtains. We actually had the blinds that were already in here, these faux wood blinds, but we did put some new curtains and some new hardware above the curtains because that was the only thing that needed to be changed, and of course just updated over time. Again, we had this property nearly 3 years, so that was just one small change that we made to this master bedroom, as well as updating the TV. So again, when we bought the property, there was not a smart TV in this room. That was the only real upgrade that we did. We bought a smart TV and we put that in this room. And like I said, with all of the smart TVs, we always make sure to program in Netflix, and we have a new res Netflix account, and we also have an HBO Max account, and we have, of course, like the YouTube TV so that they can watch live TV, and we make sure those are already uploaded into the television, so when people come, they just turn the TV on and those apps are ready to go with our master account. One important thing that you want to make sure that you have in all of your rooms is extra pillows and blankets. We always put them in the closets at the top, and in this closet you will notice that we have a pack and play that can be used for a child, like a crib. So in some properties we will have an actual crib that we can bring to them, but in most cases we'll just put like a pack and play because most children are able to sleep in them safely and comfortably. This is the second bedroom in this home. So this is not the master bedroom. This is what we would call a kid's bedroom because we kind of designed it for kids. This has a full-size bed on the bottom and has a twin-size bed at the top. But what I absolutely love about this bunk bed is you will notice it has even another bed underneath. Here's some pictures of it just pulled out so that you can see that this place, in this one room, sleeps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids really easily. So if there's 2 couples that have kids, or if the one couple has 5 kids, they can comfortably and easily sleep in here. And of course there's a nice smart TV with some HDMI cords in case the kids have some video games or things like that that they want to play with. And there's a closet that has some extra storage in it, and of course we have a dresser with some storage space in it. So again, this room is simple, it's clean, and it sleeps kids really comfortably, or some big adults if they wanted to sleep in this bed. This twin size bed at the bottom is so comfortable, great mattress. And again, this is exactly how we got this property. We actually did not upgrade this bed or any of the furniture in here at all. The only thing that we upgraded was the carpeting. Like I mentioned before, we've upgraded the entire carpeting on the entire townhouse. So this carpet is all brand new. It's only about maybe 1 year old. So this is the third bedroom. This is an amazing bedroom for adults, for children. It has a queen size bed in it. As you can see, this is such a comfortable room. And we did not have to do very many upgrades to this room either. So when we got this property in 2019, this was the furniture that was inside of it. And we pretty much have left the same furniture inside of this property for all of these years. The mattress was in amazing condition. We of course put new pillows. We of course put new sheets and things like that and new comforters. And that's pretty much all we would rotate in this property to keep it looking fresh and new. I absolutely loved how when we got this property, it had this amazing fireplace, this faux fireplace type looking thing, and we just replaced the television. So there wasn't a smart TV in here when we got it. We actually, of course, put a smart TV in here. It was very inexpensive. As I always recommend with your short-term rentals, mount the TVs on the wall. That helps reduces the theft of them, and it's easy for people to keep up with. They don't get knocked off of tables, they don't get broken and things like that. It's safer for you, it's safer for them, it's safer all the way around. And again, I just absolutely love how this one looks. Also in this room, you'll notice in the side of the closet, there is a dresser. Because this room just couldn't fit all of the furniture with the queen size beds, the 2 nightstands, the television, we decided to put this extra piece of furniture inside of the closet so that if someone was staying here long term, maybe a week, 2 weeks, even a month or a few months, they had extra space, not just the closet, but they also had a dresser space. And again, it's just a nice touch and people absolutely love it. We of course also did upgrade the carpeting in this room. As I mentioned, all of the carpet was redone in this entire place. It didn't cost too much money. It was a little over $2,000 to put new carpeting throughout this entire place. And we went with a nice upgraded carpet. We went with this gray color. You'll notice the carpet here is gray all throughout the steps, in the hallways, and in the 3 bedrooms. Downstairs has, of course, tile floor, so we didn't have to do any carpeting or anything there. We do get the floors cleaned professionally at least 1 time per year just to make sure in between the tiles and the grout is all nice and clean. It looks great. And again, that's why we were able to sell this property for top dollar while making top dollar the entire time that we owned it.